Learn how some students are getting real-world career experience here on campus.
Find out what one UA alum had to say about the future of journalism.
And hear about how some healthy food options at the Student Union. All this and more tonight on Wildcast.
This is Wildcast.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Max Efren.
And I'm Monique Padilla. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Students studying marketing here at the UA are provided with a unique opportunity during the spring semester to gain first-hand experience in their career choice. Wildcast reporter Caitlin Galante has the story.
Hi Wildcats! Students at the University of Arizona have come together in an advertising class through the Eller College of Management to reconnect students through technology and social media while learning how to promote a huge company to the university. Each student gave different inputs from marketing to public relations to make this event a success.
It's actually part of a class. It's Marketing 425. It's advertising management. So each semester, the class is given normally a Fortune 500 client. So our client is AT&T, and they tasked us with making them, rather than just a service, a lifestyle brand. So that's why we kind of have these cups out here. The whole thing is to reconnect to your past. So whether that be to your childhood, to your teenage years, to yesterday, it doesn't really matter.
It was really fun getting the whole class involved and finding different talents that people had that they might not want to admit at first. You know, we found people that could build crazy plastic cups. We found people that were awesome at promoting on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We found people that were insane artists. It was just great to get to work with everyone while doing something that I want to make a career out of.
From tetherball to Skype on the Mall, students at the U of A are not only promoting AT&T, but they're also gaining real-world experience for their careers.
Well, one of my majors is marketing, and then the other major is graphic design and illustration. So advertising and branding is definitely where I want to go. I mean, look, this is fun. This is like, you know, if this were my job, it'd be fantastic.
I was a part of the PR team, and our main responsibility was basically getting the word out to the U of A campus, you know, being in charge of the social media, posting pictures on Instagram, and just finding really different marketing tactics to get students to come down here and check this out.
The students work together as a team, giving each student an opportunity to put in their own input, from marketing to public relations, to make this event a success. I'm Caitlin Galante reporting on the Mall for Wildcast.
This past Sunday, the Autism Society of Greater Tucson hosted its 7th annual Piece the Puzzle Autism Walk Run and Resource Fair on the UA Mall. The event brought in supporters from all across town to have a little fun while raising money for those affected by autism. There were a variety of activities, including a competitive race, rock wall climbing, and puzzle piecing matches. There was also an extensive resource fair for family, friends, and supporters on the many assets available to those in need of financial or medical help related to autism.
Esteemed investigative journalist and UA alum Ryan Gabrielson came back to campus recently in order to talk to students about his line of work and where journalism is heading as a profession. Wildcast reporter Karina Gallardo has the story.
Award-winning journalist and former University of Arizona Wildcat, Ryan Gabrielson, returned to the U of A campus to talk to the Wildcat community about the future of journalism and provide insight on how he achieved his success. One of his more recent works, Broken Shield, won the 2012 George Polk Award for his investigation of developmental centers in California and the Office of Protective Services' lack of response to the crimes inflicted on the disabled.
The Office of Protective Services that was supposed to protect the most vulnerable people in California, the people with cerebral palsy, mental retardation, severe autism. And this police force basically doesn't know how to do its job, didn't know how to collect physical evidence, and a lot of suspicious, multiple suspicious deaths and cases of sexual assault have basically gone uninvestigated. That was the hardest story that I've done to get, and so it was the most rewarding. People want to see their government work well, and when they can clearly see that it's not, and in this case the Office of Protective Services wasn't doing its job, and there was no denying that, people were outraged.
Teachers and students were inspired by Gabrielson's story.
But without somebody like Ryan to take an interest and to take the time to go through the records and to look and see if there's a case there and then to build that case, the abuses would have gone on and on and on. It would have just, never ended.
think one of the biggest things that I'll take away was the way that he dealt with getting information and his hard work with trying to figure out how to fix problems that he's having with getting information or getting people to talk to him.
Ryan Gabrielson currently works for California Watch and the Center for Investigative Reporting. His next project? We'll just have to wait and see. Reporting for Wildcast, I'm Corina Gallardo.
Wow, I mean, investigative journalism takes so much work and time. I think that's great that Ryan got such an opportunity. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's his field of work is very unique, and there's so few out there, and so it was really cool that he could come and talk with us, especially in classes and whatnot, to get that really individual discussion.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A philanthropy organization called UA Campus Food Pantry wrapped up its final distribution Friday. They offer food and toiletry items to campus students and staff who are at risk of going hungry. They gave more than 500 pounds of breads and produce to over 30 visitors at Friday's event. They host a distribution event on the first Friday of every month. Anyone with a valid CAT card is welcome. Campus Pantry is expected to host their next event in September.
Stay with us after the break for a look at this week's weather forecast.
I'm Derrick Williams, the former U of A Wildcat. You're watching UA TV. Don't change the channel.
Come game time, pressure falls on the shoulders of this season's drum major.
For an entire week, there's golfing, food, drinks, and entertainment that doesn't stop when the sun goes down.
If you are not yet registered to vote, here's what an Arizona voter registration form looks like.
Bundle up, Wildcats, winter is almost here. Reporting from the UA Mall for Wildcats, I'm Shay Sorensen.
People may tune out someone they see on a median trying to sell newspapers.
Those extra few hours of having to swipe your CAT card to get in at night might be keeping non-U of A students out of the library.
And while some are traveling to Mexico for cheaper gas, others are forced to pay those high prices at the pump.
Students and parents are always invited to come cheer on the Wildcats.
We'll see you back here next week for another edition of Wildcast.
Welcome back, and now I'll be handing you off to our weather reporter, Shay Sorensen, for this week's weather forecast. Shay?
Good evening, Wildcats. As many of you already know, it was a very windy Monday with gusts ranging from 25 to 40 miles per hour. These high-speed winds are a result of a strong storm system moving towards the southwest and will prevail through this evening. The strongest wind gusts were projected to occur during the peak high temperature for today, which will create strong surface winds. 1,000 people in Tucson lost power today due to the high winds. If you know anyone traveling in between Tucson and Phoenix, please warn them of the possibility of low visibility due to blowing dust. There's a 30% chance of rain tonight with partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. There will be enough moisture in the air for a slight chance of rain in East Tucson tomorrow, with wind gusts no higher than 25 miles per hour. In wake of the cold front moving in tonight, cooler temperatures can be expected on Tuesday with a high of 66. The high today was 84, so we can definitely see the effects this cold front will bring for the rest of the week. For the rest of the week, there will be clear skies on Wednesday and Thursday with partly cloudy skies on Friday. Temperatures will gradually climb the rest of the week, and dry conditions will also return. Normal highs for this week of April are in between 80 and 82 degrees, so Tucson will be dancing in and around these temperatures. This weekend looks like it's going to be a hot one, with Saturday showing a high of 86 and Sunday 91. As for now, next week will be much hotter with temperatures in the 90s. That is all I have for you now, but have a fantastic week, Wildcats, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Shay. The Tucson Botanical Gardens is doing something special this spring. It's called Butterfly Magic, and it's attracting more than just out-of-town visitors. Butterflies from several different tropical countries like Costa Rica and Australia are mailed to the Botanical Gardens to be used in the exhibit. These butterflies, however, come in a little different way than what we're used to.
We get the butterflies as chrysalises because that's easy for them to package. They're placed between layers of cotton or foam. We have to glue their little butts to tiny pieces of felt. As the butterflies emerge, we bring them over to the main exhibit.
The exhibit is temperature and humidity controlled to simulate the tropical butterfly's habitat, and it is not uncommon to have one land on your hair or shirt. The Butterfly Magic exhibit is open from October 1st to the end of April.
On the less pleasant side of nature, killer bees were responsible for the death of a family companion in Sahuarita this last Thursday. A massive beehive estimated at hosting upwards of 50,000 bees was found in the attic of a resident's home after the hive was somehow disturbed, causing a swarm of the Africanized honeybees to attack the 3 dogs living in the home. All 3 dogs were rushed to the vet, but one didn't make it. Bee season is only just getting started, so be on the lookout. If you do ever encounter a swarm, experts do not recommend fighting it, but rather to find an enclosed area such as a vehicle or building to hide in until the bees calm down or move on.
After the break, learn about some healthy choices available at the Student Union.
Hi, it's David Hasselhoff, the Hoff. Get Hoff with UATV. Stay tuned. Don't change the dial.
The life I lead is the life of a dog. I may have fleas, but I run a yard. I see those clones looking down on me, but unlike those clones, this dog is free. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life, dog's life. Oh Lord, it's a dog's life.
Our country has the most overweight population in the world, the availability of health food options has been a pertinent topic over the past few years. Wildcast reporter Desiree Valenzuela took a look at what our campus offers in terms of healthy food variety.
There are several areas around campus for students to eat, socialize, and study. One of the most popular locations for students is the Student Union. Within the Student Union, there are several fast food restaurants such as Burger King, IQ Fresh, On Deck Deli, and Einstein's Bagels. There is also a cafeteria on the top level of the Union which offers several choices of food. With a variety of food options, a main concern is whether there are healthy choices. At first it seems as though a majority of the food in the Union is unhealthy, yet many of the restaurants have nutritious options. There are restaurants that display the amount of calories in certain food items such as Pinkberry and Einstein's. IQ Fresh and Core include options such as wraps and salads for customers. Lastly, On Deck Deli is a restaurant that offers gluten-free bagels and has fresh vegetables to put on the bagels.
The gluten-free section, and this gluten-free section is for people who are gluten intolerant that can eat regular breads such as wheat and white.
If you're in a hurry or live on campus, look for a quick snack or late-night snack. A majority of students go to vending machines for food and drinks. Most of the snacks within the vending machines are not healthy choices. There are candies, chips, and sodas, all snacks high in empty calories. For students needing a late-night snack, a better choice would be the Cellar, which offers salads, fruits, and tea. Overall, several restaurants have healthy choices, but customers are unaware of these options. If all restaurants posted the amount of calories in their foods or made signs of wiser choices, more students would be prone to order these options. The Union should also allow healthy choices to be available during hours when students simply want a snack. Reporting from Wildcast, I'm Desiree Valenzuela.
Now it's time for a quick sports rundown. It was a good week on the diamond for both the Arizona Wildcats baseball and softball teams. The baseball team pushed their winning streak to 6 after sweeping the California Golden Bears this past weekend. The Wildcats outscored the Bears 21-9 and are now 6-6 in Pac-12 play. The Wildcats will head to Pullman to take on the Washington State Cougars for a 3-game series that begins on Friday. The 19th-ranked softball team swept the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos in 2 games over the weekend. The Wildcats outscored UCSB 21-2, with both games being called after 5 innings because of the mercy rule. They head to Las Cruces to take on the New Mexico State Aggies in a doubleheader on Tuesday. The Gymcats season came to an end on Saturday after they posted a 3rd-place finish at the NCAA Regional Championships. While the team won't make the trip to Los Angeles, Senior Aubrey Cristello qualified for the NCAA championships in the individual all-around competition and will be competing April 19th to the 21st. As always, thanks for tuning in to Wildcast. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu or on our YouTube channel, UATV CH3.
And we'll see you next week for another edition of Wildcast.